Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Private Investigator Advice. In this video I'm going to be doing a review of the Riversong fitness tracker. So when Riversong reached out to me to review this product, I was happy to do it because I was already using a Fitbit, and it was an older model, and I was happy because I was like really into walking. I still am, but I was happy to do it because of that. And I know that one of the most depressing things as a private investigator for me is to do a surveillance and or even not, just be working in the office all day, and then I look at my wrist to see how much steps I've had throughout the day, and it's less than 1,000. It just really is indicative of how much activity I've done on a specific day, which can be depressing or great depending on how much I've been moving around. So let me just kind of tell you the few things that I use it as, use this for as a private investigator. So I think tracking steps for me is one of the most important things. I'm really big on that. I love tracking my steps. I have competitions with friends previously on other devices, and so that kind of keeps me motivated to do it. So tracking steps. This tracks sleep, so I've used it for that. I wanted to see the quality of my sleep. I've compared it with other devices, almost identical to what the name brand Fitbit would show for sleep quality. So that was a big thing. Occasionally I use the blood pressure test. I don't know how accurate it is, but I have played with it, and it's pretty neat to kind of see what you're at. And also it tracks your distance walked, which can also be important when you want to keep track of that kind of stuff. For me, I know that a certain amount of steps usually means a certain amount of distance. So it's very neat to see. And also they have a running mode, which you can also check your distance, and it kind of maps it out. So all this stuff that you do goes through your device and goes into the app that's on your phone. And the app is pretty sophisticated, and it's very competitive with all the major ones as far as I can tell. Basically I compare it to Fitbit because Fitbit's in my mind a very dependable brand, and this has all the gadgets and doodads that Fitbit has, which I was very impressed by. In the app you can get phone messages from WhatsApp, you can get text messages, Facebook, Twitter notifications. These are all great things to have. Not something I connected to do that, but if you're into that, there's no buttons on the Riversong fitness tracker. All you do is tap the screen, and you can kind of navigate through it just by tapping, and you can kind of go through the menu items to see where you are or where you are at on any specific thing you want to look at. One of the other neat things about it is how you charge it. So you charge it through a USB connector that's in the device, and so that's pretty neat. Like when I first opened it up, I was like, how do you charge this thing? And to this day I haven't opened up the book for instructions, but I figured it out, and I thought, oh wow, now I don't have, that's one less cable or cord I have to worry about, which is great. All right, now so I'm going to get into the pros and cons of the Wave BP fitness tracker from Riversong. Number one, as I stated before, the charging device is super cool, and how you charge this device, having the USB already built in, and basically the charging device built into the fitness tracker. All you have to do is take off one part of the wristband and plug it into your computer or your charging device, and you're ready to go. You don't have to worry about a cable. It's already there. Again, like I said, has all the bells and whistles as all the other devices. Definitely a big plus. It's small and stylish. Definitely, it would look like any other name brand device. You wouldn't know that it was an off-brand. It wasn't a mainstream brand. But that really doesn't matter these days. I think one of the biggest selling points, which I'm always happy to talk about when these are a big selling point, is the price of this fitness tracker. As I wrote the article, I think it was $31.99, which is like, I don't know, like a tenth of the price of some other fitness bands that do the exact same thing. So very cool to get something that inexpensive and have it do all those things for you. The other pro that I like is that it comes in different colors. So if you don't like the color black, it's okay. You don't have to get the color black. That's the color that they gave me to review, which was fine by me because I would probably prefer that color anyways. They have blue, and they have this like pinkish purple as well. So I mean, anybody can kind of get the band that they want that's going to fit them. One of the things that I was a little concerned about, so I'm going to go and get into the cons now. One of the things I was concerned about with this band is when I first saw it and I first put it on, I didn't feel like it was going to be reliable. One of my first concerns was that it was going to pop off or something because that's where the charging thing is, but it doesn't do that. But it has a littler, flimsier piece here that I thought that might break off. Now it hasn't, but with that being said, I also know that they sell replacement bands, so maybe that's been a problem for other people. I'm not sure. Totally unvalidated. I just was my concern with this little piece here that I can picture maybe breaking, and definitely they have other bands now for other devices, but this was a little concern for me. Another con, which is a pro for them as well, but they have a you can integrate this into a community and have competitions like you would with Fitbit. The problem is, I think, is that there's not enough maybe users or people that you may know that would have this device. So until it kind of builds momentum, or maybe you buy a few of these and you have your own little competitions and your own little network, that would be the only con, is that might, if you're interested in that, you might not have the community around it to link up with other people and do competitions and things like that. But with that being said, not everybody is into that, and that might not be important to them, so maybe that's not a con for you. So overall, I think this fitness tracker is a great buy. Especially for private investigators who don't want to spend a lot of money on something like this, but they still want to track that kind of stuff. They want to track their steps, see how active they're being throughout the day. Definitely that's important to me. I'm sure it's important to a lot of you guys. I'm sure I'm going to write something about this a little bit more in the future regarding the activity and being active in this industry. With that being said, I would give this a thumbs up. I think it's definitely worth the buy, worth the price. I mean, I think you're getting the better deal at the price they're selling it at the price they're selling this for. They also have other versions of their tracker. Definitely check out those as well. I haven't reviewed them yet, but just something to look at. All right, guys, that wraps this up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Riversong, for letting me review your product. I think it's a quality product. Really enjoy using it during the time I was testing it. And so if you guys decide you want to get one, I'll have a link to the Amazon product in the description on here. Let me know in the comments, maybe in the video, or maybe you guys link over to the post that I wrote about this. Let me know if you got one. Let me know if you like it. Other than that, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one.